But they're doing better. They're on the up and up. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. And again, this is the time to buy Pearl Abyss stock. If you're going to buy Pearl Abyss stock, now's the time to do it. You do it before Crimson Desert releases. Crimson Desert releases, and then you rug pull Pearl Abyss. You just rug pull the whole thing. Dump, sell everything like it's a Bitcoin, okay? This is stock one. It's playing the market 101, okay? It is what it is. Okay, guys. So Pearl Abyss released its earnings report for Q4 of this year. And I want to be really clear. They should be up. By all intents and purposes, they should be up tremendous because the game released in China. And so they should have made a tremendous amount of money off China. Okay, let's take a look. All right, Q4 earnings report. Let's take a look-see. Holy shit, operating revenue. You'll notice that operating revenue is up, guys. It's up from previous quarters. All right, and the reason it's up is because it released in China. Now they have to upkeep it on China too. Obviously. Right? Obviously. All right, Black Desert. Okay, so live service. Black Desert Heidel Ball, Black Desert Festa for the 10th anniversary. Contents, Land of the Morning Light Soul, regional expansion, Black Desert PC China. So if you're on some cope that like, oh, China wasn't included on this earnings report, you're an idiot. It's literally right there. So literally in there, they said live service, what has happened in the fourth quarter of 2024, Land of the Morning Light Soul, and it released in China. So they had their expansion release and the game released in China, which is the largest population in the world. Okay, so like continuous reinforcement of new content, new class Deadeye. Honestly, in my opinion, best new class they've released in years, but that's my opinion. New class console got Dosa. Nobody cares about console though. Idiots. And then mobile got Deadeye. There's no shot that BDO mobile got Deadeye before console did. You are literally not human beings. That's crazy. You have no human rights. You that's crazy. Get losers. That's right, baby. Woo! When's the Siege Mod reviews? Right after I do this here. Right after I do this here. All right, so EVE Online 2024 strengthened PLC through new expansion packs and EVE Vanguard. My understanding of the EVE community is that they're all pretty happy with Pearl Abyss's management. New expansion pack Revenant. I don't think that Pearl Abyss does very much with EVE. They kind of just let it do its thing, and the community's okay with that. We wish that they would do that for Black Desert. Okay, operating performance. Guys, it doesn't look like we've been doing super well as of late. The last few quarters have not been super great, guys. I don't know what it is. Bro, it's cooked. All right, so you can see that Q3 they were down by 12%. In Q4 they're up by 3% or 2.4 I think billion Korean won, right? Okay, so number up, and you can see over here net profit loss. So I think this is just net profit overall. You can see that their net profit is up tremendous. Whereas in the third quarter of last year when they started destroying their game, they were down by 10%. Right, and now they're up 49%. Pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Somebody gave me the numbers here in USD so that we don't have to do this. 59%. Yeah, no, China, guys, it released in China. All right, we're saved. China. All right. Do you think the changes to the game were to appeal to a more to the Chinese market? No, because China doesn't even have a lot of these changes to the game quite yet. Do you think PA promises a lot more than delivers little? For example, what's the point of releasing the replay in Solaire? Okay, so they have not released the instant replay for Arena of Solaire yet, have they? It's not actually out yet, is it? I don't even think it's on global yet. They've talked about it a couple times, but they have not released it. Okay. They talked about the spectate feature as well for AOS. And the reason that that's important is because content creators can make content off of that draws people to their game. Okay. It's out on console, Cope? Yeah, it's not out on console. So no, they have not released it yet. And to be clear, we don't even know if it's actually coming. They said that we were going to get a spectate feature in 2023. At the end of 2023, still haven't gotten it. It's just not going to happen. Okay. They said that now we're going to get an AOS replay feature. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. Okay. It's just, it is what it is. The idea would be that players can get like meaningful feedback about their play and how they could improve by sharing replays with other players and also reviewing their own replays of how matches went and what exactly went wrong in that match for them. But also content creators can make content based on those replays. So that would be acceptable as well. But like, again, we're not sure if that's ever actually going to happen. So this is the converted USD amount. 1 Korean won is apparently not even 1 US cent because the US dollar is gigachad. Operating revenue is $236 million. Operating loss looks like $8.35 million. Net profit is $42 million. Holy shit. Holy crap. Holy guys. Yeah, okay, so number up. Number up. Okay, I'm not going to pretend to be some economic strategist. Now, I will say that I don't see China on the revenue by region here. I don't know if it's actually worked in here. I only see Korea, Asia, and EU. And I don't know if China is actually included in Asia. It would logically follow that China is included in Asia. However, we don't see that reflected on the percentage here because they're up like really high in their Q4 earnings, but like we don't see that reflected down here. Isn't the replay system good for catching cheaters? It could be good for that too. It could be good for that too. But that being said, you can see that NAEU is the light bar. NAEU makes up about 50 to 60% of their overall earnings by region. Like period dot. I will say it's declined over time. Proud of you guys. As it looks like Asia is now up at 30%. And NAEU is at 52, whereas they used to be at 56 and like 59%. So, but I don't think that China is actually on here because I feel like China is the majority of their earnings for this quarter, but maybe it really just wasn't all that much money. Maybe it really just wasn't all that much money. Now let's take a look at revenue by platform. PC, 83%, 76% PC, 20% from mobile, and 4% from console. Yeah. And I want to be clear, that's not even console's fault. They would make a lot more money with console if they actually gave console the light of day and like cared about the console community at all. They would make a lot more money with them. Just merge console with PC. It is what it is. You just got to do it. I don't give a f. You just got to make it happen. Q4 operating expenses. I don't know how to read this. Are they down? Number of employees. They lost an employee, guys. Oh, they lost. Ooh, they lost 41 employees. Let's go! One of them was J.E. Kim, baby. Woo! They're hiring J Fire, bro. So they lost employees. Yeah, they lost employment. Development, business, and staff. So ratio 56%. So, oh my God. So 56% of the people they laid off were developers, or the people they got rid of were developers. And 43% of them were the business staff. They lost JJ. That's true. They did lose JJ, but they replaced her, so it wouldn't be reflected here. They replaced JJ. It could be that they hadn't hired him, like the new guy yet, but that would still only have been one person. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal on this. It could be reflected on this, but like, you know, that's if they hadn't hired the new guy yet. But yeah, no, they definitely lost employees. Operating expenses. Yeah, so their operating expenses are just up across the board, but they did make a lot of money in the fourth quarter of this year. If I'm reading this chart correctly, they have made they made a lot more revenue in the fourth quarter of this year. Not as much as I was expecting, though. I'm going to be honest with you, even with China, guys, you understand that I think over 250,000 people downloaded the game to play on China when it launched. Like literally 250,000 people. Okay, I saw the first Node War. The first Node War in China had over 150 guilds. It was literally insane. And that's just what I could see. Like, this is a lot of people. And so to have them only increase, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's a crazy increase that I was thinking for. That I was thinking of. I don't know, man. I wonder what the player base is now. Yeah, it's a good question. Somebody is able to... I have somebody in the back end. One of my viewers is able to tell me how many players play in totality on EU, which is supposed to be the most populated platform. It's Steam and like normal client players, because he's able to get that data from the legally from the client. He's able to get that data from the client. So I'll have to ask him to pull the numbers again and see how many people are actually playing. But I will say that if you look at our if you look over at our Steam chart, okay, fourth quarter, go back. No, fourth quarter right here. Okay, again, you expect this with the Calpheon ball. All right, you expect this with the Calpheon ball. I'm curious what the first quarter is going to look like based on what's going on in China. We're already down at 15.2 average. That's a little rough, losing 10%. But again, I think it's going to continue trending downhill now that they haven't delivered on a lot of the stuff that they talked about at the ball. Well, I think that people gave them 2 months to deliver on what happened at the ball. They haven't delivered on a lot of it. They delivered on like the life skilling stuff and a lot of the PvE stuff, but pretty much in totality, they have not delivered on a single PvP thing for the most part. So, and I think that people are kind of upset about that and just quitting again, which is fine. You know, it's a PvE game now. It is what it is. Highlight 2025 highlight. Here we go. Live Black Desert PC Edania region. Wait, is that the name of the new region? Wait, did we get the new... Is that... Wait, that's the new region name. Okay, guys, the new region is named Edania. Sweet, bro. Good to know. Good to know. Edania means demon region. Yeah, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, so we're getting the demon region. The NAEU 9th anniversary event. I want to be clear, guys, that we just finished a full year of having the 10th anniversary event. Does anyone think this is a little ironic? Like, I don't... Voltarion, Ataraxian, or Zekia, okay. And I'm assuming that this is in order, right? Console, PS5, Xbox, XIS launch, new Dreamhorse, season server, Dream. I don't know what that means. Mobile, Nightmare, Tashira, Rabam skill. I don't know what that means. Eve, new expansion packs, Eve FanFest 2025. When do we get BDO FanFest 2025? The Calpheon Ball. Growth strategy, existing IP expansion, Eve Frontier marketing, new IP Crimson Desert marketing launch, fourth quarter of 2025. So this is what we're all waiting for. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. This game's gonna hit. This game's gonna hit really hard. All of Black Desert's player base is going to try this game. There's not a chance that if you play BDO, you're not going to try Crimson Desert. Like, it's got basically every aspect of BDO, whether you're a life skiller, a PvEer. Well, the PvPers don't, like, there's no PvP, but it's got the Dark Souls, like, Witcher thing. So, like, I'm pretty sure that people are going to love that game. I'm going to play the shit out of it. I'm going to play the shit out of it. I'm going to make crazy content for it. So, yeah, it does look like that they are up tremendous this quarter, and I want to be clear that that is to be expected. I would expect, if it's me, I'll be honest, I think that next quarter they're going to be down. I think they're going to be down. I think in the first quarter of 2025 that we will see a massive decrease. Pretty sharp fall off, but we will see. No, you're not blue, you're banned. Watch them sponsor me to play the game. Pearl Abyss stock. I bet that they are up tremendous. Look at... Oh, it's one day. Okay, well, that's... Year to date. Yeah, there we go.
I can't wait to fight XY and Z Hystria mob as a boss in Crimson Desert.
Bro, that... Okay, so I don't know what happened between February 9th and 10th, but there was a big jump here. But they're doing better. They're on the up and up. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. And again, this is the time to buy Perlibus stock. If you're going to buy Perlibus stock, now's the time to do it. You do it before Crimson Desert releases. Crimson Desert releases, and then you rug pull Perlibus. You just rug pull the whole thing. Dump, sell everything like it's a Bitcoin, okay? That This is stock one. It's playing the market 101, okay? It is what it is.
February 11th, they released the document you just read, that's why.
Oh, they released it on February 11th. Oh, really? So this came out on February 11th. That was why the stock jumped. Everyone was like, oh shit, we're good. I love how these investors have no idea. I probably understand more about this company than their investors do. Unironically. Like, I feel like I know more about how their stock is going to change over the next, like, year and a half than their investors do. Go back and counter toes? Yo, chill, bro. I like the Crimson Desert is already priced in the stock. No, I think that Crimson Desert, when it releases, Perlibus will go up huge. I do think that Crimson Desert's going to hit really hard. I do. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be super good.